Iman, the extraordinary Somalian beauty, who was signed as a Wilhelmina model in 1975 at the age of 18, is a pioneer in the fashion modeling world, especially for Black models. She expanded her empire into the cosmetic industry when she realized there was a lack of diversity when it came to makeup for women of color. Her dear friend, activist, and former model Beth Ann Hardison stated, "You don't really forget someone like Iman, not only because of her beauty, but also the fact that she has this one name, and she's unique in itself in many ways. She's a star." Born Zara Muhammad Abdulmajid in Somalia on July 25, 1955. Later, her name was changed to Iman, meaning faith in Arabic. Before moving to the United States, Iman had never heard of the modeling industry, never seen a fashion magazine, and never wore makeup. She was a refugee as a child due to political unrest in Somalia. She lived in places such as Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Her family eventually moved to Nairobi, Kenya. When her family decided to relocate, she opted to stay because she wanted to attend Nairobi University. One day, a man approached her and asked if she'd ever been photographed. She kept walking because she thought he was trying to pick her up. He told her his name was Peter Beard and said, "I will pay you." She stopped and said, "Well, how much?" Her tuition was $8,000, and that was the amount she asked for. And that was the amount Peter gave. The next day, the pictures were taken, and Iman described the photos as some of the most compelling photographs. Before moving to the United States, an article was published where Peter declares Iman as the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen and tells a story of him discovering Iman while she was herding cattle and that she didn't speak English. Iman speaks 5 languages: English, Italian, French, Arabic, Somali, and Swahili. Her father was the Somali ambassador to Saudi Arabia, and her mother a gynecologist. So her life was far from many of the stereotypes placed on Africans. However, Iman stated that she was in on it and was well aware of what was going on. I guess the myth was far more entertaining than the truth. Black and other models of color faced issues when it came to makeup. Many times they were expected to bring their own foundation because the makeup artist would not have makeup that matched their complexion. If you look back at pictures for Black and other people of color, you will see that many of them looked gray. After Iman's first shoot and makeup failed, she went to the store and picked every foundation and mixed product and took it to every job. It got to the point that every Black model was coming to her to purchase foundation. Big brands were not inclusive, and many times their darkest shade was maybe the equivalent to shade 420 by Fenty Beauty. Unfortunately, even to this day, even with all the options available, models are still being asked if they have their own foundation, and some of deep complexion choose to bring their own to be on the safe side. After Revlon's 1975 failed attempt at creating a foundation line for darkened complexions, an idea popped in Iman's head that she'd create her own line of products for women of color. She was tired of the big companies getting it wrong and not truly caring about the quality of the product. When you work in the industry, your looks are your currency. If you don't have a good appearance, you won't be booked again. And no one will blame the beauty team or the photographer, says Iman. After her retirement from modeling, the all-inclusive cosmetics range was launched in 1994. And features the difficult-to-find shades suited for brown and Black skin tones. She teamed up with Byron Barnes, a one-time makeup artist who had helped create a previous line of cosmetics for women of color. Iman Cosmetics was an immediate success. However, everything that could go wrong went wrong within the first year of business because it was a small business and did not have the capability to expand. They lacked staff, advertising budget, and had poor planning. On top of that, big businesses either created lines or expanded their current lines to aggressively target women of color. Nevertheless, the Iman collection sold an impressive $12 million worth of products in the first year. And in 1995, she agreed to do a deal with IVAX, a Miami-based drug and cosmetic company. She retained control of the company, but her line was given a sales staff and distribution network. The following year, it grossed $30 million. In 2004, Iman Cosmetics, skincare, and fragrance entered a multi-year licensing agreement with Procter & Gamble to partner in the design and distribution of products under the Iman and Iman trademarks in 6 global markets around the world. Today, when we think about the diversity in cosmetics, especially when it comes to complexion, Fenty Beauty is often named and sometimes referred to as the pioneer in creating a broad range of foundation shades. In an interview with Essence, Iman speaks on this subject.
Kind of take over and have this whole conversation about how there needs to be, a wider range of foundations, but you came 25 years before that. You were a pioneer in this industry. Why was it so important for you to create specifically products for women of color? That's a conversation that we're having now that you had 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, first of all, because I am a woman with skin of color, so I knew firsthand the trials and tribulations in finding products. But let's not forget about history. There was fashion fair at that time.
Absolutely.
I was the first person who brought multicultural and made it into more of a global rather than just a black woman.
You were also helping Hispanic women and Asian women. And
exactly. Because if you really think about it, I was really in the business of skin tone. I wasn't thinking about ethnic backgrounds. If you think about a Filipino woman, there are Filipino women who are as dark as I am. And if you think about Spanish girls or even Puerto Rican girls, there are the blonde, blue-eyed, there are the middle range, and then there are the girls who are as dark as me or even darker. So I was talking about that kind of a multi-culti generation that was growing up with hip-hop that have totally a point of view of seeing beauty. So for myself, success really meant always to me that it's not what I do, it's what I aspire others to do. If there is anybody who should take a helm as a beauty icon now, Rihanna, especially with Fenty Beauty, I'm glad it's a black girl rather than a white company, mind you, because at least she knows what she's talking about, So, there was Fashion Fair before me, there was I, and there will be new ones on the market. But what really perplexes me is how a lot of the big brands jump on a trend. So here was Fenty said she had 40 fashion, foundations. Every company jumped on that. We have 50, we have 60, we have 70, we have 80, we have 100. But at the same time, it's not the amount of tones you have. It is the product. At the end of the day, is the nuances of it. And the formulation.
So you have the undertones, right? Have you thought about this? It's not just adding more range in
exactly.
It's actually having product that works.
It's not a Pantone, we're talking about a race. And the other thing that's very important, it's that I've always said, the future of beauty is in diversity. It's in diversity.
The world is browning.
Exactly. But more important also, we have the clout. We have the business. We have the intelligence. We have now ways to check everything. We're not falling for whatever we are given. And at the end of the day, you don't have to buy anybody's product unless you really want to, and it's catered to you and it addresses your issues. That's what you want in a product. Doesn't matter who's on it, what the name of the brand is, but that it's true to you and what you want. For Iman Cosmetics, it has always been My philosophy has been authenticity, longevity, and relevancy. That's what it stands for, and that's what it still stands for 25 years later.
As of this video, it is uncertain if Iman Cosmetics skin and fragrances are still in production. The UK website states it is currently down for maintenance. The US website is unavailable, and there hasn't been an Instagram post since 2020. Also, I ran across a forum that stated the company quietly shut down in 2021. I am not sure how true that is, as it has been difficult to find any current information regarding the company. But certain products from the brand are available on Amazon. Iman is a mother of 2 and was married to musician David Bowie until his death in 2016. Iman has done it all. She has graced the cover and pages of some of the world's most prestigious magazines and walked many high-fashion runways, establishing herself as a supermodel. She is also a philanthropist, businesswoman, and beauty pioneer. What are your thoughts on Iman's career? Have you ever used Iman Cosmetics, skincare, or fragrance? Let me know your thoughts or experience in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.